Alright, so we got Frieza versus 20 villains. Jubilee parody. Let's go.
I am the Galactic Emperor Frieza, and today I am surrounded by 20 villains.
Whoa, wait. Let's see if there's
Today
some
I am surrounded by 20 villains.
Oh, he went with comics. He went anime / comics. Okay. I see Loki. I see what's his name? I always forget his name, bro. I can never remember his name. What's his name? Darkseid. Joker. Who's this? The fuck? Who's this? That's Aizen. That's Makima. That's the dude from Batman. I forgot his name. That's Muzan, Johan, Light, Dr. Doom, the hater, the biggest hater himself, Mr. Reverse Flash. And alright, why is there 2 times Dr. Doom? There's Dr. Doom here, Dr. Doom here. Something not right. Anyway, let's go.
My first claim is of every sovereign to ever draw breath. None have ruled a collective with my level of perfection.
Well, which of them is a sovereign? I don't think, like, there's only, like, maybe Thanos. Yeah, Thanos and Darkseid can be called sovereign. The rest are not sovereign, bro. Alright,
you are not a true leader, Frieza. You are a...
I think Frieza was a good leader, though. Because his whole force he gave them armors. He gave them the scouters. I think they were paid too, and you know they were quite capable. And Frieza actually took care of them. You know what I'm saying? He was a pretty good leader.
Calling me a mascot while dressed in that glorified life support system is almost impressive in its irony.
I have followers who fear and respect me in equal measure.
He not wrong though.
What you have, Frieza, is a fan club.
My followers are terrified of...
Not bad, not false. They fans of him, but they are also scared of him because he's strong. He that nigga.
Every waking moment of their miserable lives is spent hoping they don't displease
me.
You
pander to them. They offer a sliver of loyalty, and you reward them with comfort, resources.
That's called being a good leader. That's genuinely, you cannot only rule with fear. If you only rule with fear, at some point of another, there is gonna be a rebellion from your people, bro. Frieza is, that's what I always say this. Frieza is genuinely a good ruler. He's genuinely a good leader. His people, he takes care of them. They are afraid of him because they know he that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he take care of them so that they'd be like, alright, he that strong. And not only is he that strong, but we got advantages by following him. He's a good, he takes care of us, and we are proud of working for him. You know what I'm saying? Ruling only with fear is not the best idea, Darth Vader.
A place in your empire. My followers obey because the mere thought of defiance is enough to stop their hearts. The only thing I give them is permission to keep breathing.
What are you talking about? I destroyed the homeworld of every soldier in my army. I reduced everything they ever loved.
Did he? Of all his soldiers? Obviously he did for the science, but I didn't know he did it for all the others. I mean, it's been a while since Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know he did that to all his soldiers.
Loved to ash before I offered them a place at my side.
And yet the words, I surrender and pledge my service, are all it takes to transform you from conqueror to caretaker.
I do it because
I wouldn't say that. That's literally that just means that he's really that good at manipulating niggas. He destroys them. He ultimately takes everything they have, and then he gives them a silver of hope. They're gonna serve him as a savior, my nigga. That's not just loyalty. That's devotion that he's getting from them. Darth Vader, you wrong there. I'm not gonna lie. The Frieza, he's a really...
living weapon is more useful than a corpse, you asthmatic relic. I erase their past so I can own their future.
Just to give him...
That's what I was saying, bro. That's a really valid point, bro.
Free high-tech housing in one of your planets.
I am perfectly willing to execute any one of them the moment they step out of line.
We both know that...
yeah, I think he will. I think he would, bro. I deadass think he would.
That's not entirely true. I have done it. I have
Well, none of them dared to rebel against him. You know what I'm saying? None of them dared to rebel against him. They literally, even after he died, they did everything so that they could revive him, my nigga. They went to get the Dragon Balls to revive Frieza. That's undying devotion and loyalty, bro. If the same happened to you, Darth Vader, I highly doubt they would do the same. Somebody, they would try to raise somebody to take your place. But their devotion for Frieza was so much that they went to fucking get the Dragon Ball and revive this nigga to and that's what caused not Battle of Gods, but for the movie
Frieza failed me to ensure others do not.
Which only proves my superiority. I don't need
I agree.
Force discipline.
I
They
agree.
don't cross me because I have built a structure in which crossing me is simply
Yes.
unthinkable.
There is no
Yes. I genuinely agree with what he's saying.
Frieza. There is no line. Your soldiers do as they please, so long as the mission is completed.
I don't see what's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? That's their reward. They get the reward of the strong. You know what I'm saying? The rule of the strong. If you're strong, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's that simple. Darth Vader, you getting cooked right now, bro.
That an empire. I call it a loose arrangement of shared interests. It is soft.
Call it whatever you like. It works.
Fear works better.
No,
Nah,
it
bruh.
doesn't. When
Only
you give them
fear doesn't
stability,
work.
they perform better. When you treat
Yep.
them well, they become loyal. They will risk everything for you.
Yeah.
They will come back
They
from the...
proved that with the Frieza movie, bro. They went to get a Dragon Ball to revive him. If he was Darth Vader, they wouldn't have done this. If he was Darth Vader, they would have just raised someone to take his place, and people would have tried to manipulate him and having a figurehead at the top of the empire. Frieza, they went to get him back, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Darth Vader, you're not hanging
Am
with
I
him.
hearing this correctly?
What?
The self-proclaimed embodiment of cruelty just admitted that loyalty built on devotion is superior to loyalty built on fear.
That is not what I said.
You said it is better when they care about you than when they merely fear you.
That is not...
I think that's right. I think that's right. Because if they fear you, once you're dead, like I said, once you're dead, they don't give a fuck about you no more. The Frieza died. His subordinate got the Dragon Balls to bring him back, bro. Like, are we just ignoring the fact of that, bro? Like Darth Vader, dead ass. If you rule by fear, once you're dead for them, you're dead. It's over. Frieza's soldiers were so devoted to him, they brought him back to life, my nigga. Are we dead ass, bro?
not what I meant.
You want to be admired, even loved.
Say love one more time, and I will unplug you myself.
If
He
anyone
genuinely kill
here
you, bro.
truly fulfilled his grand design, it was me.
Weren't you erased from existence by,
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
a discount Power Ranger?
Oh, whoa. You better chill, bro. Frieza, now you just gotta chill. You're not talking about the GOAT Iron Man like this. You're not talking about Tony Stark like this. You can talk shit about any other niggas from Marvel, but you're not talking shit about my GOAT Stark, bro. Stark is the GOAT of Marvel. Don't do that. That's my nigga, bro. Tony Stark has always been my favorite. After Tony, it's Spider-Man, but my number one has always been Iron Man. Don't talk shit about my nigga, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Reality itself had to be rewritten to take that victory from me.
It doesn't change the fact that you had
You still lost,
14,604 to 14,605 chances to win, and you still lost.
You can't talk to me about chances when you've been given chance after chance.
That's not
You were
not
literally
wrong.
brought back from death just to lose again.
I don't know
That's
why
not
everyone
wrong.
sees that as a
Well,
failure.
I
My
think that the fact is that it just shows how much of a superior fighter Frieza is, even though he lost. Because mind you, this nigga has never trained his entire life. He trained for just a little bit, achieved a whole new form that allowed him to hang with Goku in blue. That allowed him to, well, not really, because he got whooped by Vegeta too. But mind you, that was just with a little bit of training, bro. It kind of showed, like, when I saw that, I was like, bro, Frieza really is that nigga, bro. You shouldn't look down on this guy, bro. If he actually trained for real, bro, this nigga would be a monster, bro. God damn.
Directions
Like
are
one
to
day, like I often see like obviously, when you talk about talent, you always go to Gohan. But you cannot forget about Frieza, bro. Frieza is talented, my nigga. He up there, bro. In terms of talent, yo, he might be even more talented than Gohan, my guy.
I see them as proof of my superiority. Even death can't stop.
Because mind you, Gohan is trained. You know what I'm saying? He's trained, bro. He's trained with Goku. He achieved Super Saiyan 2. Even though he stopped training, he still has that training built in him. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is to get is a kickback for his instincts to kick in. You know what I'm saying? That's what Beast form is. His instinct kick back in, and he was training with Piccolo. Nigga, Frieza trained for like what? Maybe a month or two. Came back with a whole new form, my nigga. Like, what?
You're really proud of dying, aren't you?
How many times have you been revived?
Irrelevant. The point is
relevant.
that I completed my goal. I gathered all 6 Infinity Stones from all across the universe. You weren't even able to gather 7 Dragon Balls.
Yeah, most of the stone were. I was listening. I was like, weren't they mostly on Earth? But mind you, gathering the stone is much easier than conquering the universe, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Frieza's real goal was to conquer the universe. Then he heard about a Dragon Ball and he wanted to gain immortality. But let's not forget his first prime goal was to conquer the universe, bro.
One planet.
Perhaps I struggle because I contend with gods who erase planets as a warm-up, while you're busy fighting a man in a metal suit, a guy with a frisbee,
I said don't talk shit about Iron Man, bro. But he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He fired niggas that can easily bust planets, bro. Mind you, King Vegeta could blew up a planet and some moons. I'm not sure what exactly, with a single swipe at the end. Thanos, come on, man. If we talk about comic Thanos, maybe now we can get, but movie Thanos, bro, nah, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill.
Gymnast and an archer.
Are we doing power scaling now? I'd strongly advise you to think carefully before going down that road with me.
Why? Do you think you can beat me?
Comic Thanos is strong. Movie Thanos is not that impressive.
I think I could remove you from existence with a gesture.
Pathetic.
You don't have
Invoking
the
the stones
stones.
is the same as me saying I could wish you out of reality with
Exactly,
the Dragon Balls.
bro.
It's a borrowed power, not
It's
yours.
not yours.
The weapon doesn't make the wielder impressive.
Except you never had the Dragon Balls.
And yet, without them, without
He
your
whoop your
glorified
ass.
jewelry and your color-coded bedazzled gauntlet,
He
I
whoop
could
your ass.
dismantle your entire empire with a
Exactly,
single finger.
bro.
Not even 2.
Honestly, if I had been humiliated as consistently and as thoroughly as you have, I'd probably have used that finger on myself.
I am the most successful villain to ever draw breath. That isn't a claim, it's a fact.
Well, I wouldn't say that, bruh. I wouldn't really say that. The most successful villain, which would mean the villain that got the closest or has achieved their goal. Your very first goal was to conquer the universe and become the emperor of the universe. You were called the emperor of the universe, but you didn't conquer the universe. Sure, I believe he conquered the majority of it, because like everywhere he went, niggas were like, oh, the Frieza army. You know what I'm saying? They were all scared as shit, bro. But I don't think you're the one.
I simply want to know what exactly you're the most successful at. Dying?
That's very clever coming from the Timu cell. Dying repeatedly and still
Facts!
maintaining dominion over my universe is
Facts though, bro. Facts.
precisely the measure of my success. Even death couldn't hold me. We can't say the same for you now, can we?
I died after I succeeded. You died after you failed. The order
Succeeded
of
in doing
operations
what?
matters.
If you're prepared to call dying of nuclear poisoning success and surviving a planet's destruction failure, then I'm forced to conclude that, unlike your body, your intellect is perfectly ant-sized.
I would have considered you one of the few
Damn.
as accomplished as I am, if you didn't prove otherwise with your own actions.
My own actions? Fascinating. The king of insects is speaking in riddles now.
Damn.
To enlighten me. Which actions exactly?
We are more similar than you think.
Oh,
I wouldn't say
do.
that.
You were plagiarized from a character who were created to replicate me in the first place.
Yes,
You
so-
are a copy of my
a
We
copy.
were both born more powerful than everyone in our worlds. But the difference is
that's
this.
true.
You never once felt like you were enough. You chased external power your entire life, And when that failed, you started training your already...
He's not totally wrong. He's not totally wrong, because, well, at first he was mostly chasing, like I said, his goal to conquer the universe. Then it became the Dragon Ball for immortality. But yeah, he's not wrong. He only started training after Goku beat his ass, and Trunks cut him up.
...your body just to stay ahead in the rat race. I didn't. I was born perfect, so I...
Hey, don't, now you stealing words, bro. You not Cell, my nigga. Don't say this. You not Cell. Don't start stealing words.
...affected the mind. I reached enlightenment. You don't even know who you are.
Enlightenment? Having the potential to rule your world and choosing to die with an ugly blind girl is enlightenment to you? If delusion counts as wisdom, then yes, you truly are a king.
Did not say that.
But remember this, your story ended the moment you understood humanity. Mine
He's not wrong.
chose because I never needed it.
And even personality every time you fail. You're not successful, Frieza. Your ignorance makes it impossible for you to succeed.
It's not his ignorance. It's mostly his pride. Frieza is not ignorant. It's his biggest problem is his fucking big ass pride and ego, bro. In a way, he is almost as prideful as Vegeta, but he can also put his pride aside and do some underhanded shit like he did with Broly in the movie. But his ego is his biggest problem, bro. Like, look at how he was acting when Goku was whooping his ass. He couldn't believe it. Nigga couldn't believe it. Then he came back as a robot because he wanted to get his revenge, and he got cut up by Trunks. And when he was stuck in hell, this nigga was still in denial. He couldn't believe it, bro. He's always calling people monkeys. He is superior. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, his biggest problem is his pride and ego. And bro, he's capable of discarding it, but not for the right reason. If he could discard his pride and start training for real, like what I still haven't read Dragon Ball Super, so I might be wrong, but I'm guessing that's what he did to achieve Black. He trained, you know what I'm saying? Because for him, training was beneath him. He was born superior. For him, training was stupid, not something that he should do for a person of his stature. You know what I'm saying? I think that's his biggest problem.
And
not
that
his ignorance.
is why you'll never surpass me.
Buddy, you're not on his level. Listen, Merum, I like you. You're not on his level. Not even close. Let's not do this.
You can conquer worlds, but you'll never conquer yourself.
You know what I think the actual problem is?
Enlightened?
This guy cannot talk. This guy, I heard about shit that he be doing in the comic. Like, you know that scene when he drank the baby milk from the woman? I heard what the real scene looked like in the comics. This nigga should not be here, bro. He should not be talking. This nigga needs to go.
This whole labeling system. Good, evil,
what are you talking about?
Right, wrong.
What are you
It's
talking
small.
about?
It's a human invention, built by people who needed a way to manage those who were better than them.
Yeah.
And you just accept it. You let them put you in a box built by your inferiors.
What?
Why?
Because I don't need to pretend those words don't apply to me in order to feel comfortable with myself.
Facts.
That's your game, not mine.
Yep.
But they don't apply.
A Homelander
That's
is
the
incredibly
point.
immature, bro.
If you are the strongest, then you determine what those words even mean.
He's not wrong,
You don't
but he's
answer
not
to
right
a
at the same
standard
time.
you didn't author.
Above consequences? Certainly. Above definition. That's a much more charming fantasy.
It isn't a fantasy. If you shape what the world looks like, then you shape what actions mean.
That's
There
not
is
wrong.
no higher court. There is no standard
Well,
above the one.
in your world, maybe not. In Dragon Ball, there is. You know what I'm saying? There are angels, there are devils, there's God of Destruction, there's a God above them all. There's hell, there's heaven. Yeah, in terms of Dragon Ball, yeah, there is a higher structure, and there is a real definition of bad and evil, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not in yours, because, you know, in yours, y'all just tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
You
How
set.
amusing. You claim to reject the opinions of the weak, yet everything you're saying is built around rising above them. Even now, you're
Facts.
constructing a system where you are loved, which means you still care what they think of you.
facts.
Unlike you, I don't.
Peak greatness is having everything. Everything. power,
Nah, yo,
control.
Homelander is just basically a man-child. Honestly, he's immature. He wants to be loved, but he wants to stand above everyone. He's such a contradictional character that he contradicts himself so much. He you know what I'm saying? He's weird, bro. Homelander is just a man-child, to be honest.
Fear, admiration. I don't pick and choose like you. I want it all.
Yeah,
Even the
he's like a
things
kid.
that contradict each other. I don't need their love.
I wouldn't
just
say
want
that.
it.
You definitely need it, because as soon as you lost the support of the people, you were tweaking. You couldn't do shit, my nigga. And after you had an outrage on the scene, and then people started liking you more, that's when you started to rise back. But when you were on the down low, my guy, you couldn't do shit, bro. You couldn't even act. I seen you in season, like, I think it was in season 3 or something like that.
I want to be
Nigga
the
couldn't
greatest
operate.
being in existence. That's what puts me above
You
all
are
of
desperately trying to wrap yourself in divinity, using the very human approval you claim to be above.
True.
To want everything and its opposite is not greatness. It is
True.
insecurity, refusing to choose what
Yeah.
it truly is.
And
Oh, Frieza, I'm not even
why are
sure
we talking
you
to him, bro? He's crazy. Why are we talking to him? He's genuinely fucking crazy, bro. There's nothing we should talk about with him. He's crazy. He has out his mind.
qualify as a villain.
Is that so? Would you like to compare records? Number of people killed, or number of times we've been killed? I think
Frieza only died twice, while the Joker died at least 7 times in the comics, bro. What? God damn.
you're the only one in this panel I can beat on both counts.
Because what you do
Damn.
is the opposite of villainy. True
What do you
villainy
mean?
is chaos. You create order. As far as I'm concerned, that makes you a
I don't
hero.
create
Whoa,
order.
whoa. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You cannot call Frieza a hero. Well, his soldier might think of him like a hero. I guess he's not wrong with that part. But true villainy, I wouldn't say it's only chaos, bro. You can definitely have villainy in order as well. If the order is corrupt, it's villainy still. You know what I'm saying? If the order is ruled by the wrong like values, it's still villainy. The order of Frieza is based on strength. And even, you know what I'm saying? Like, the powerful can do anything they want to the weak. That's not a hero. it's a hero for a few of them, yeah, for his people, but not for the one that are against, that are on the receiving end of this. You know what I'm saying? Just like your chaos, you could say that some people will benefit of your chaos. So some people would consider you a hero, while others will not, because they will be on the receiving end of your chaos. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides of a coin.
I create a hierarchy, one that places me above everyone else, so that I can extract everything they have to offer.
Yeah.
That is the oldest game
But no
in
matter
existence.
how self-serving the hierarchy, it's still structure. It gives people a system to orient themselves around. Landmarks, roles, something to adapt to. You're out here doing civilization's dirty work for free.
I don't care what
It's
it
not
gives
for
them.
free.
And
He
that's
gains a lot.
exactly where you fall short of real villainy.
What do you
I'm not
mean?
in this for personal gain. I do
Yeah,
what I do.
he's just doing it for the fun of it. I see what he's trying to say. Frieza doing this for personal gain, so you can say that it all depends on how you see what a villain is. Is a villain somebody that just do bad thing, or even if it's without a reason or with a reason, or is a villain somebody that just do bad things without reason, like Sukuna or Joker? You know what I'm saying? But Joker doesn't do it for no reason. He's trying to prove a point too, that that their chaos is I forgot what he was saying, but he's trying to prove a point as well. So I wouldn't
to
say
tear apart the false meaning, the manufactured happiness that people wrap around themselves like it's
Exactly.
going to protect them.
So you're
That's a
doing it-
purpose. You're just running a business.
And you think rejecting hierarchy gives you some kind of superiority?
I mean,
All it
it
tells
doesn't.
me is how terrified you are of where you'd land if any real order were imposed. You
Ooh.
rage against the system because you know exactly where the system would put you.
Oh, wait a minute, bro. He not wrong though.
Deep down, you dream of being exactly where I am.
No,
Damn, yo, come on. I didn't thought about that, yo. That's a valid point. I'm not gonna lie.
You're
a lot
the
of people that reject hierarchy is because they don't like where they are in the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? So you could use that as an argument. What started the Joker in the movie was the fact that he was at the down low of the hierarchy, and he was receiving a lot of on the receiving end of a lot of things. In the comics, I'm not sure exactly what caused the Joker, but in the movie, it's clearly because of where he stands, and all the shit that happens to him is because of where he stands in the hierarchy of society. If he was higher up, he wouldn't have become this Joker, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Frieza made a point there.
one who's terrified. You've constructed an entire empire to distract yourself from the fact that you are dust in a world run by a 5-year-old that could erase you out of boredom.
Did
You
he
built
did,
all-
wait. Did Frieza know Zeno at that time? I don't think he did. I think he knew that Beerus existed because King Vegeta knew, and King Vegeta was under him. But I don't think he knew about Zeno, though. I could be wrong, but
All of this
I don't remember them saying that anymore.
just so you don't have to think
That
about
doesn't frighten
that.
me in the slightest. It thrills me because
Does
I
it?
know with complete certainty that sooner or later that power will be mine.
I
And
see.
that is exactly what I'm trying to burn down. That hope, that belief that if you just keep climbing, it'll eventually pay off. It won't.
mean,
Even if you get everything you want, it collapses.
It can
always
collapse.
So you
collapses.
figured it all out, and now you're on a mission to make sure everyone else sees it too. Tell me, how is that villainy? You're not destroying people. You're trying to enlighten them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're
He's
just
not-
another misunderstood idealist who wandered into the
I'm
wrong
not interested
costume.
in good or evil. I'm a reality enforcer. The truth exists whether people want it or not, and I make sure they can't look away from it.
So
If you
he's
were in-
right. You're not really a villain in that term. You think of yourself. He's right. You're more of instead of chaos. You're trying to bring people to a realization. So are you really a villain? You're just using let's say shocking ways to open people eye, but does that make you a villain? Because your end goal is enlightenment.
my world, I'd enforce it on you too. Because
No,
you clearly
you wouldn't be able to.
still haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I've seen it. I know perfectly well that everyone is scrambling for meaning in a universe that doesn't offer any. The difference between
that's true.
us is that I don't feel the need to run around announcing it to people.
Yeah.
I use it. I take
Yeah.
the existential void and I build my empire on top of it. Why
Yeah.
would I wake the masses up? A
Yeah.
desperate population is a manageable one.
Which makes you one of them. You're playing the same game everyone else is. And to me, that's more pathetic than the ones who don't know any
You're
better.
welcome to keep the moral superiority. I'll take the empire. Oh, you enjoyed
I
this
don't
little
know about this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Frieza mostly cooked all of them. You know what I'm saying? Most of his points were right. You know, of course the other has some really good points, but especially the Joker part, I think Frieza definitely won that one because, like, it felt like Joker was like looking down on. I don't know. I feel like Frieza mostly cooked all of them, but I could be wrong. Though I could be wrong because I was listening and. To me, it sounded like Frieza mostly had an upper point in this. I feel like they should have brought some people that had more of let's say like more not, I don't know how to say it, but like they had more, they could make more of a point, you know what I'm saying, towards what they said. For example, the one that got closer to achieving his goal, they brought Thanos. Yeah, all right, he achieved it, but he was killed after, and he didn't even. I don't remember if he remembered. If he remembered, did he? No, yeah, because they went back to the future and the population was still gone. All right, so he managed to do it, but at the end of the day, his goal was thwarted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should have brought somebody that either really accomplished it, or somebody that, you know, because like Aaron accomplished his goal. He managed to, his goal was to thin out the population. His goal was a genocide. He did it. So Aaron would have made more of a point. Madara would have made more of a point. He managed to put them all in the Mugen Tsukiyomi, you know what I'm saying? But then he was betrayed by Zetsu. So, you know, I feel like for each of these, they could have put, he could have put, whoever is beyond the channel could have put a better villain. I don't know. Maybe I feel like the one that he put had some weak points towards him. I could be wrong. Like putting Homelander was the worst idea. That's a man child. His opinion really doesn't give. Nobody gives a fuck. This guy is just an immature kid that wants to be revered as some kind of god. Like, come on, man, get this nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Homelander was the worst of the whole lineup, for real, man.